18 Palestinians were killed in a tent encampment, maybe a school. It may have just been a school that had been destroyed previously, and they just had tents set up in the area. But either way, this happened in Khan Yunis, and they were killed by airstrikes. Now, in Al Aqsa Hospital in Deir al-Balah, they were hit with drone strikes, and it destroyed a water tank and the solar panels on the roof of the hospital. And some feel like these things were targeted so the hospital would eventually have to shut down. Now, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is the thing that has been setting up the aid in Gaza recently, they kind of replaced the UN and whatnot. Now, they're saying they've shut down for today. I guess maybe it was just too much chaos and, everything going on out there. And they supposed to be reopening tomorrow. Now, this is the organization that's backed by Israel and the U.S. Now, all the roads leading to these areas have been designated as combat zones by the IDF. So now they're making it harder for Palestinians to even travel to get to the aid sites because they labeled those roads as, combat zones. So it's hard to get the food when you're there, and it's even hard to even get there in the first place. But there are only 3 of these aid sites in Gaza. Now, it's been reported that Palestinians have been killed at all 3 sites. And 8 people were injured by drone strikes while waiting for aid in Gaza City. Now, also, in the last 2 days, 4 Israeli soldiers have been killed when they basically saying they were ambushed by Hamas. Now, I was a little surprised because I didn't know Hamas was still active out there. I never hear about them doing anything, so I'm surprised to even hear they're engaging with the IDF. No, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just saying. Now, Hamas is still kind of working on the ceasefire agreement. I guess they want to get it to where they're okay with and things that they can agree with. I think they're more concerned about the ceasefire basically not lasting, and it would just basically lead back to Israel attacking them and things just going back to how they used to be. I think they're just trying to make things better for the future. But either way, family members of Israeli captives still being held in Gaza, they're saying some of those are getting concerned that the IDF is just pushing too far into Gaza. Like, I think what they're saying is with all these attacks, they're concerned that their loved ones may be killed, just along with all the other Palestinians who are being killed. And if you think about it, with all these attacks, the IDF and Israel, they don't seem to be too concerned about these hostages that are still over there, because at this point they could have easily killed some of them by now. And I think it would help Hamas if they just let all these people go, because it's not stopping anything, and morally it's just not the right thing to do, and it's not helping them with their agenda. Now, that's just my opinion. I think they should set them all free, and that's one less excuse you can take from them as far as being Israel as to why they keep attacking over there. But we'll see how it all goes.